Okay, fellas. So I've got the distant terrain mod working, and I'm gonna let it burn in real quick and go through some stuff. So I stand corrected again. These doors at the top of the towers, they can be entered. They're still invisible, but this is what they were talking about. Remember how I said they were having problems with the doors? Well, apparently it wasn't these ones or these ones. It's these ones on top of the towers, so I'll go up here and show you what's up, because they are invisible and you can't enter them, which I don't even mind, you know, like, if they can't fix them, it's no big deal. It's no big deal, it just comes down to aesthetics. I don't mind it. Aesthetics. So let's check this out. So instead of clicking on it, I'm just going to info them so you know that they're there. See? So this is where it is. So you can still use them, but just not here. That little bump right there, that means you passed it. So, see that? So they're there. You just can't see them, which I don't even care. These vaults are so cool. And they're... I think the next version, he's gonna do the Fighters Guild update, so I'm gonna let this thing burn in. This distant terrain, because see this little bumping stuff? This isn't lag, this is the... I guess this is the distant tiles just getting whatever drawn or something, like way off in the distance. So this lag I'm getting, which is not even that much, it's from the Realgrass and from the, it's mostly from these nice pretty walls, so like I get no friggin' lag period, it's just I get these bumps and it's from the distant terrain thing, so. But I'm gonna have to let this thing burn in because, oops, it was crashing for me before, so. But I had the streaming terrain turned on, so maybe I'll check it out with that on and see if it works. I was messing with my load order and stuff, so hopefully this thing does not crash. Because I ticked off the fade into skybox option. Like, I don't know what it does, I'm just trying to get it to stop bumping like that. It could, maybe I'll try the streaming thing, see what happens, but like as you can see, it makes mountains and stuff. Like, I'll sit here for a couple of minutes and let this thing burn it. I'm gonna go check out Privateer's Hold, because that's... And like, kinda don't want to jump around too much. I'm not gonna save this game. This is just me testing. But I figured you guys would appreciate seeing this stuff, so... And before, I think this is version 2.0 or something. Before, didn't seem to quite work with the field of view set to anything wider than 65, but I was testing it out for them and it works. I got this is see that this is see it's just drawing something off in the distance. So I'm thinking that streaming terrain thing's gonna fix it, but you know, it was crashing my game and I narrowed it down to that thing, so I don't know, maybe I'll try it again. Like I said, it seems like it takes a bit of time for these things to burn in. But this pumping thing is pretty consistent, so I'm gonna have to see that. No, I don't know. It's not even lag, it's just it's some tile way over there getting drawn, and since there's so many freaking tiles, it just takes a bit. So I don't think there's any... Like, I'm getting no friggin' lag, it's just that bump thing. Like, see that? It's friggin' 60 plus FPS straight up. So I'm looking at the cities, so yeah, I think I read something about he's doing the winter variation of the Fighters Guild, and I can't wait because that's gonna be cool. And they're talking about doing like some kind of Mesopotamian style walls for like Sentinel and stuff like that, which that's gonna be cool because I kind of miss the new texture pack stuff out there. And since there's no winter variation, it's just the same walls all over the place, so like they know what's up. It's cool. Like I hope they do it. I hope it works and stuff. So I'm just showing the stuff off because like Channel 1 has been wanting me to do this thing, and I've been holding off and holding off. But here it is, buddy, just for you. Yeah, it's like his favorite mod, supposedly. He likes the mountains and stuff. So. Which there's like this eroded terrain thing that he was showing me. Like that's probably gonna make this thing, you're gonna have to turn off the enhanced terrain part of it because that's what's making the hills and stuff. It makes, see that? It makes like little hills, little mountains. So I'm thinking that's gonna mess this stuff up, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think it's just like a concept or something now. But he seems pretty fond of that thing, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And it seems like, I think it's TheLacus he's zeroed in on the problem with the terrain flat, so hopefully next build they'll be back in because they are cool. You know, it's just a consistency thing for me. If they're not going to do what they're supposed to do and they're going to mess up other regions, which I'll just have to play test it and give them my feedback. Like hopefully they'll take me seriously and they won't say, hey, well, have you tried it like this and this and this? Because like that's how I play test. I already do that stuff, fellas. I do it like that. I try it with vanilla, try it with mods off. I've even uninstalled everything, which it's not even necessary to do that stuff. So I'm probably gonna stop doing that because you know my computer gets really pissed off when I do that stuff. Like it just gets mad. It needs a break. So sorry, my beautiful computer. I'm so sorry. Just goes for the territory. Yeah, this computer is old as heck, but it's quite capable. You know, you just gotta take care of your stuff, fellas. As you can see, I've gained a level again. So I'm getting up there. So let's go straight up to... Yeah, I pretty much cleared out that whole dungeon. I think I didn't get anything really good though, but I cleared the heck out of it. It's a nice place. It's a cool looking place. Let's go check it out. See that? It just constantly bumps, so I'm gonna try that streaming terrain thing and see if it... You know, if it keeps crashing, I'll just turn it back off, but... Like, I want this pumping stuff to go away, because it's not lag. It's just drawing these things in. So I'm hoping the streaming terrain will fix that stuff. Yeah, see, it looks real nice. A nice place. At night, it looks cool. With the lights and stuff. As you can see, that's another one of Alexander Zig's lanterns right there. These things are popping up all over the place. These little lantern things. And he fixed all the friggin' those torture racks. How they were sticking in the walls and stuff. He fixed that. I think he fixed that in 1.23. But this is 1.39, so... I still haven't found all the stuff. I know there's tons of stuff I gotta find. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just woke up. It's nice and pretty. Nice and friggin' pretty. Yeah, mess with the load order, so things may get funky. Like, I've been checking out this place on foot the whole way, because that's how I like to roll. With my wagon, the hard way. I found all these places just by looking for them. Some of these are graveyards, so like the forgotten graveyards and stuff. Found this place, which if you guys watch the beautiful Daggerfall number 6, that's what that is. For to walk there, this is how I roll. The hard way. And everything's working, you know. Music doesn't stop anymore. The loading screen stuff works straight up. So this new build is just, it's a good build. And Interkarma's gonna implement the bows so I can spawn them, and I figured out how to do it. So let's check that out right here, because I still have not tried this. This is what it says. This is what he said to do. So it's supposedly gonna give me 50 different kinds of weapons. Yep, see that? 50 different kind of weapons. All different kinds of weapons. So now I can pretty much get rid of all this crap I brought over. So I'm still not seeing Diedrich. That's not, is that 50? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not gonna count that crap. That's quite a bit of weapons. So that's how you do it. But bows aren't included, so kind of a bummer, because like I still have not used my bow. I don't want it to break, because it's like it doesn't work when you bring them from separate builds. So you know, still no Diedrich stuff. So got Ebony Warhammer, and it seems like the stuff I brought over. Yeah, see that? This one? Oh, okay. Huh. Didn't it just say brand new? I don't know. This thing should be broke, but it's not. These ones are getting messed up. I don't know. I don't know. Just testing like I do. Just go ahead and dump all this stuff. Don't need it. Fast travel somewhere. Like this to me is like a test of what you can get on loot drops. So, and perhaps it's tied to your level. I don't know, but as you can see, it's mostly steel and silver, stuff like that. So, and there it is, right there. So it's fast travel to Privateer's Hold. See what happens. Hasn't crashed yet. So I have to find Privateer's Hold again. Seriously. It's like every time you do stuff, you want to, that little button on top from the front end of the launcher, I think it's restart. You want to clear your local cache, or what is it? Your persistent data. I think that's what Interkarma called it. Which I was doing that, but like I didn't know exactly what it did. It just resets everything. Like the places you found, stuff like that. Maybe quests you've done. Your character info or whatever, like, I don't know. They know more about that stuff than I do, but I do it, you know, so. As you can see, it's just the terrain working. And like I said, it seems like the more you play this stuff, the more it goes away, like the little lag and bumping, so I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen. Because I switched the fade into skybox, so, which I don't know what that does, but I was getting stuff floating in the air and stuff when like I said, I was running everywhere, so that could be it, who knows. Like maybe it just needs to be messed with more, but and at this point, I got no problem using it. I like it. And you can actually see the cities off in the distance. The lights from the cities and stuff, it's really cool. Like, if you watch the other ones, you didn't get this cool looking stuff off in the distance, but this bumping is the trees and stuff loading way over there. See that? They're just loading. As I go forward, they just load stuff up, so I'm thinking that that streaming stuff, if it doesn't crash my stuff, you know, but it was crashing before. I don't know why, so I have to try it again. I'm just curious, you know. I'm gonna get this stuff working right, so. It seems like it's lagging less than it was. I don't know. Like yesterday it wasn't lagging, but just got the bump stuff. See, you can see the bumping. So, see this? I'm zoning into a new square, so it just does that. And that's when you get the stuff floating in the air. See that? The little just goes away after a minute. So, you know, it probably just needs some optimization or something, who knows. And it's cool. As long as that doesn't crash my stuff, it's good for me. So yeah, this is Distant Terrain. Let me look this up and see who's responsible for this thing. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like the Distant Terrain stuff. It's just a pain in the butt. Looking at the forums with your cell phone, it's a complete pain in the butt. Seriously. Let's see, I think it's Modern Discussion. Let's see if this thing crashes. Just sit here and see what's up. Let Channel 1 enjoy the awesome view, because he's been bugging me about this thing. He wants it. He wants me to play with this thing. So it's Nystul who does this. And it's 2.2.0. So I have to see if this is, I'm pretty sure this is the latest version. They were testing to see if it worked in any, what is it, field of view bigger than 65, which that's not the default. I think the default is 60, but it was working up to 65, and you would get this, like there'd be holes in the ground and stuff. And also, like, when I go to places, like when I zone, when I go to a different square, it does funky stuff in the water. So, like, you can see that's reflections from those hills over there. See that? Like, I don't know what that is. I'm hoping maybe this streaming terrain will mess with that, but I'm just kind of hesitant because it was crashing it, so maybe I'll boot that up and see what happens. Come here and hang out, because I was just standing here for like like an hour just trying to get that thing to work, but every 5 minutes it would crash, so. And once I clicked that thing off, it just worked, so I don't know what's up. Who knows? Who friggin' knows? They were telling me my system should be able to run it no problem. So, I don't know. Who knows? But it looks pretty. It looks friggin' super pretty. See that? That looks super pretty. So let me go turn that streaming terrain on. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it works, because I like it, you know. If it's gonna make this bumping stuff go away, like, I just don't know what it does. I'm not a modder, I just play this stuff, give my feedback. Yeah, so you can see that it's drawing stuff I'm looking at, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's not too bad in the cities. You saw it. And it does make the places easier to find. So if there's a city over there at night, you can see it. You can see the lights. It's really cool. And I like that. I like being able to find places. Not fast traveling constantly. So it's not crashing. So I turned off the faded skyboxes. I'm thinking that's for vanilla skies. That's for classic Daggerfall skies, because it doesn't seem to change anything from what I'm looking at. And it still looks cool. Maybe it just makes the distance more smoother or something, but it doesn't bug me. So it's just preference, you know. Let's go over here. We'll save it on this hill. I'll turn that thing on. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully it works. Take my horse. It's gonna bump, but you know, I think that just goes with the territory with this thing. See that? Now, see before. Did you see that? See before with the field of view, it was doing that. See that? So something still. But it was like every time you look down, every place you look, there'd be like gaps in the terrain. Man, that's nothing. That's nothing. Doesn't even bug me. And it's only because the terrain in that thing way over there is getting drawn. So the closer I get, it's just gonna go away. So, and like I said, I'm pretty sure if I set my field of view to 65, it's not going to show up at all. So I don't even care. It's not that. It's nothing, you know. Like I said, they fixed the field of view stuff. It looks freaking cool as hell. I like it. It's just the bumping. I want to try and get rid of the bumping and stuff. So I'll go over here and save it. Turn that thing on. Just sit there. And see what happens. That looks freaking pretty. That looks super pretty. And you're gonna be able to see Gothway Garden way off in the distance, which is cool. See that? Now, it takes a bit longer to zone with that stuff on too. But like I said, see, it's gone now. And the closer I get, it would just go back, and it would probably just disappear. But before I see that line, there'd be like a gap in the terrain. So. That was the field of view thing, but he fixed it, so just some little tidbits of info. If you guys are interested, like Privateer Soul is right down there. You can almost see it from way up here. Like, that's just cool because in classic Daggerfall, it was just so hard to find locations on foot because even with High Arconia, like the draw distance is just, you know, it's a 96 game, so for the time it was good, but fast traveling was pretty much the only way. And finding locations, it just depended on getting maps and stuff, getting knives from guilds and loot drops, so that's Gothway Garden, way the frick over there, you can see it. At night, you can see the lights. There's another town over here you can see. You can see it's not lagging. It's just the bumps. It bumps every so often. Let's go way up here so we can get a nice good view. I'll turn that streaming terrain stuff on and see what happens, because if it's going to make this bumping stuff go away, I just don't want it to crash, you know. Like, I've actually fallen through the ground. Like, I fell through the ground last night, so it could be something to do with these high-res ground textures. You know, I think I was zoning. And I had just been playing for so long, you know. You gotta fast travel sometimes, but I'm just friggin' stubborn. I'm stubborn. I am friggin' stubborn. Everything's working. The Realgrass, I think it's 2.0, it's freaking cool. I like it. Got the bushes, so that's a pretty good view, right? Okay, so let's save this. Save it. And then I'll, try the streaming terrain and see what happens. Okay, so, as you can see, I got it on. Still got the fade to skybox out. Does not seem to have any impact on performance. I don't know what it is, but we'll see what happens here. Hopefully this works. Like I said before, it was crashing in 3 minutes, so if it just crashes, you know, I'll just, who knows, maybe I won't even put this part in. So I don't like to show these dudes their stuff messing up. But, I mean, if somebody can get this thing working with all this stuff I got going on, tell me, because what's the deal with the friggin' lag on the mouse? So what I did was I enabled it, and I saved it. It takes a bit to load. You're gonna see this stuff, see that? That's the streaming stuff happening. I'll just sit here. Actually, I probably should have been on foot, but who cares? Hopefully this thing will not crash. Let's see if I still get the pumping. Yep, still get the pumping. Yep, it doesn't seem to be doing it as bad though. Right? It seems to be lesser. I don't know. No, I'm still doing it. So apparently that stuff does nothing. For the bumping stuff. I don't know, I have to watch the other video. Seems like it's still got no lag. I don't know what it's doing. I mean, everything else is working. Do not know what it does. So the only thing turned off now is the skybox. So we'll just have to wait and see if it crashes. It's just gonna be a bummer, but oh well, it doesn't look like it's having an effect on performance, so. Just testing stuff, live testing right here. It looks pretty as heck, I like it. Yeah, let's see. Still kind of bumpy. Yeah, it's still bumpy. Well, it seems like it does it less. I don't know. I don't know. Just sit here and see what happens, because I was just standing there and it would just crash every 3 minutes. So just sit here and see what happens. Hopefully this stuff doesn't mess up. If it does, it gets turned off again. So, you know, I'm thinking streaming terrain means when you look in the direction it gets streamed in. I just don't know. I have no idea. So apparently, once you look at the direction, it gets streamed in. So, you see that bump when I started looking around? Just go up here, see what happens. Yeah, I'm seeing still got a bumpy. When you zone into a new square, it's just gonna go bump big time. I'll tell you right now, it's just what's gonna happen. Hopefully this stuff does not crash, because I don't know what it does, but I like to have things clicked off. I just do. Just how I am. Any options as possible. Like I said, when they get those terrain flats fixed, it's gonna be. Oh. Okay, well that's it. Okay, so here we are back in. So, yeah, it's not the recording software. Something to do with the terrain transition thing. It was making my mouse lag too, so something's up with that. I don't know. Like, if you guys can get this stuff working with all these mods, just throw a shout out, because I got tons of stuff going on here, so. I'm not even gonna load that game. I'm saved, so. Because, like, I've got saves I can load from. And that one could, you know, the more you mess with stuff, it just messes your saves up. I mean, it could. I don't know, I'm just real cautious with that stuff. Since I know I gotta save where it's working. See? Nothing with the mouse. Something with that streaming terrain thing. It's freaking out. I don't know what it is. I'm not even gonna bother with that save, period. Let's see. Something with that. Interesting. See that? When you're in a place, it just loads up just lightning quickly. And I'm assuming it's depending on your hardware and stuff, but... and some other funky stuff, like... see, hear that bat? That's the orc. So when you load a game inside of a dungeon... you know, it used to be like the stuff would stay dead. Well, I think you have to quit the app, and that's when it does this stuff. Like, see, it's a bat. It's an orc. It sounds like a bat, but it's actually an orc. So, well, this stuff, little stuff. I mean, I'm sure they'll fix it. I think it's Intercommerce part, but it's cool. Like, they've been doing so much stuff. So many things are gonna come out in this new build. It's gonna be freaking cool. They're gonna be able to sell stuff in shops. Some stuff with the paper doll, I think. It's gonna have the... it's gonna show the info, like, you know, the armor pieces show info. So let's go out here and see what happens. Because this is the same save with just the, I think it's the first two things clicked off, so yeah, see, music's working fine. It's showing my level progress, which I just reached level 12 with this guy. I'm gonna sit here for a bit, see what happens. So you can see that, 0 lag. And apparently this is this is the entrance to this dungeon. It's not that one, it's this one. Because it's where you come out every time, so sit here and let this thing burn in and see what happens. I may have to do that reset persistent data thing, because sometimes mods will mess with that. It seems like I like to do it all the time, so. Which all it's gonna do is it's gonna make the map markers go away. It's gonna make the places you've seen go away, so. If that streaming terrain messes stuff up, I'll just quit, but if it messes it up, it's just gonna crash, so. Like it did, and that's exactly what was happening, so. I don't know what it is. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's because I got all these mods working. And they just test it with vanilla, so that's probably what it is. They said it doesn't seem to have an effect on the bumping. So, you know, I'm thinking the more I play this, the smoother it's gonna get. Since I messed with the fading to skybox, that could have some kind of effect on it. So I'll just have to let my PC rest and do what it needs to do, because every time you play this thing, when you come back, it just runs a lot smoother, so. It's freaking cool. It's freaking cool. Let's go check out the view. Because there is a view here. Just gotta get up to the hill looking down and stuff. Yeah, I'm waiting for the new build, because I want to put those new flats in. They look cool, and that dude's hand painting me. It's just one guy. And they look nice, so it's like, you know. This dude's taking a lot of time to do this stuff. You know. And, like I said, TheLacus is, he said he fixed it. It works right in the current build, or this next build coming up, so I'll just be waiting for it. Be waiting for the next build. I should go back a little bit more, get higher. Because you can see that off in the distance. This new train. That's not the ocean either. So maybe that's what the fade into skybox means. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like that's just hills. Or the sky or something. We should just turn that fade into skybox thing off. I mean, you can see that mountain over there. That's a distant terrain doing its thing. The enhanced terrain part of it. It makes mountains and stuff, so, which is cool. It's cool. The more flat land and stuff. Let's go up on top of this hill. Take my wagon. Cruise up there, check out the view. You'll be able to see cities and stuff, and that castle, it looks freaking cool. You can actually see graveyards at night from miles away. It's freaking sweet. I love it. Yeah, it seems like the bumping's gone away a bit since last night. See that? Last night I was playing when I did that, and it's just somewhere you cruise over land. You're gonna have to like zone into places and zone out, because I don't know what it is, but I fell through the ground. It just happened once, so you know, like I said, it could be this high texture ground stuff. Who knows? Who knows? It's a nice view right here. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I don't fall through the ground. Nope. So it's a different terrain type. You see that? Different bushes. When you zone into a new place, it may lag a bit, but it seems like it's completely gone. Last night I would get little lag spikes when I entered a new zone or something, a new square. So just keep that in mind. It's normal. I kind of want to go way up here, but these trees are gonna block my view. Just go up here. That's fine. So many freaking trees out here. And this grass looks freaking cool. This new grass thing, it looks freaking cool as hell. I like it. Let's see who does that too, because you know, he keeps releasing new versions. I like them. Just gonna find my stupid cell phone. Technology, man, technology. So it's TheLacus. And this dude, he's all over the place. So he did this too. So he knows what he's doing. Because this grass thing works. Straight up it works. It doesn't make lag or anything. And this is the grass shader effect. Before I was using the billboards, because see, that's the zone point right there. You can see that. They probably just haven't done these ground textures yet. Who knows what they're gonna do? I don't care. I still like the look. I still like the classic look. Yeah, so TheLacus did this grass stuff, dude. Props, because it's cool. I like it. I just tend to get upset when they don't take me seriously when I'm saying, hey, there's something wrong. Because, like, I play test this stuff like a crazy freak. I already do it the way you're supposed to do it, you know. You're supposed to try it with vanilla to see if you can reproduce it and stuff. I turn everything off, but deleting, uninstalling, no more of that stuff. You know, unless it's just a simple drag and drop affair. No more friggin' deleting my whole friggin' file and stuff, which that's what I was doing, because I was trying to, I thought maybe something was carrying over, but apparently it's that persistent data stuff, so all you have to do is restart that. See, so I don't think at night it has lights, but still, like, you'll be able to tell where places are because there's usually a big flat spot. And if it's those little caves, there'll be like a big flat spot with a couple of trees in the middle. Let's see if I can find these places for you guys. Yeah, see, I was searching last night like a crazy freak. And I just threw that friggin' beautiful Daggerfall as part of it. It was fun, man. It's fun. It's fun to explore. It's fun to explore Daggerfall now that you can see everything. But at night, those places are friggin' hard to find. So there's supposed to be a city over here. It said, right? So there's a city south, east, right? That little town. Let's go see this, see if we can see this thing from a distance. Maybe I'll rest and stuff because it looks cool at night. You can see them. You can see them off in the distance. If you're up on a hill, it's freaking cool. So this is the distant train. I think Nystul did it, right? Yeah, where'd my phone go this time? Keep dropping this dang thing. Yep, Nystul. So this bumping, yeah, it's not hardware dependent. It's just the way this mod does it's drawing stuff every so often. So it's just gonna happen. And like, I'm assuming if I was just using vanilla textures for the ground and stuff, and like all this grass, it's having an effect on that. So like, thinking if I didn't have that stuff on, it's not gonna do that as bad. But since I'm stubborn, it stays in. Because I am stubborn. And I like it. Let's see if we can see this place. Southeast, right? Yeah, I freaking like this build. So it's just straight up south now. Yep. Oh, it's actually southwest. Okay. So let's rest. Is it right there, I think? Is it the town roofs for the houses and stuff, it looks like? Let's rest until it gets dark and see if we can see these lights off in the distance. Yeah, I can sleep safely. So that was it. It's that streaming train thing. It still messes my stuff up. It's a pity. Didn't seem to have any effect though, so it's cool. I'm not seeing the lights. Probably rest. Looks like that's the roofs right there though. Let's rest for 6 hours, shall we? Or about 4 hours. There we go. See, yep, that's it. See that? That's the town over there. See that? So basically, anything that has lights, you can see them now. That's just freaking cool. That is cool. So it means no more aimlessly wandering around in the wilderness from now on. See that town right there? Let's go to it. Cruise up there. See what happens. See that drawing stuff? That just looks cool. Like, let's check that tower out and see if it gives off lights. Like, I don't think there's lights in the walls, but there could be. Let's check that out real quick. I'm jumping with my friggin' horse like a crazy freak. That's what I like to do. So apparently jumping on your horse drains your stamina. Interesting. Interesting. But that just means my jump skill's gonna be going up. Which is good. So I like to get skills. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's giving off any lights at all. That's cool. But the graveyards do, they have like lanterns and stuff and torches, so they look really cool. Let's see where this place is. Yep, so it should be what, just straight up west. Yeah, it's not giving enough light. It's cool. It's cool. I think those lanterns in the doorway should though, seems like. I'm just getting blocked by stuff. There's probably a hill blocked away. So maybe that's what the fade in the skybox means. Maybe that's what it means. Who knows, who knows. You can see the city off in the distance. That's that town right there. Should be able to see it from here. Yep, that's the castle right there. See the lights. So you can see these places from a distance at night. And it's just some places, those holes in the ground, they have no lanterns. So that's that doorway with the Alexander Zig lantern hanging from it. Right there, you can see that. That's what that light is. That's what it's doing and what it's supposed to do. That's gonna be cool because, like I said, that means at night you can find stuff. And it just looks friggin' pretty. Like, the grass looks pretty, it doesn't follow you around anymore. I like this grass mod. And it works good, so. I like to keep updating this stuff. And I have to keep reinstalling stuff. And installing stuff, it's cool. It's cool. Just gotta let my PC rest every now and then. Let's go check out this town. We'll make it into the town and then I'll quit this thing. So yeah, just, I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with the mods and stuff. If you guys can get the streaming terrain stuff to work with vanilla, that's cool. But it doesn't seem to work with all this stuff on it, so I don't even know if that's what it is. Who knows? They said it should be working fine, but who knows? I'm not complaining. Like I said, it's probably because I have all these friggin' mods. Who knows what it is? I'm thinking maybe it's that these ground textures, but I don't know for sure. Like, that just looks cool. The grass looks freaking cool as hell. And it does. It looks nice. I like it. And I could increase the view for the grass, you know, see how it, like, it's not drawing the grass up to a certain distance, but it's just gonna make it lag, so why, you know? It looks pretty the way it is. And I don't have a super PC, so maybe somebody with one could do it like that. That's cool. More power to you, buddy. Let's go check out this place. So this is that town I was looking at from friggin', what, a mile away or something? That's friggin' cool. And it's like all places that get off light, you can see them. So that's cool, man. It's cool. I like it. This is me showing off the Distant Terrain mod by Nystul, right? Again, I have to look at my stuff. Nystul version 2.2.0. So it's in for me. I don't mind the pumping. And like I said, it seems to just go away. Or it gets less, so I changed some stuff. I'm just gonna have to let my computer rest and do its thing. But it works. Let's see if we can find a cool view to finish this thing with. Because it's all about the cool views. And also, let me see if I can find some of those hanging lanterns in the houses from Alexander City, because they're cool. They are super cool. Like in the places with the attics. See, this is another thing I like about this build, man. It's got some cool stuff. It's got this, so you know where you're at. And like, sometimes the people will say stuff when you go in their house. They'll be like, come in. Which Classic always did. See that? So that's the real-time reflections doing their thing. Everything's working. So you can see it. It's because I got the... If I put it to 0, it's going to be really crisp, but I don't know. It's just my preference. Nope, nothing up here. No lantern. I want to see the lanterns. Sometimes there's like lanterns hanging from this part. I have to find it. I have to find it. I have to find the place with the lantern. Some of these houses, they look freaking cool, man. There's all sorts of new stuff in them. Like, look at that. New stuff. See that? Everything's completely changed. Even this friggin' sprite thing, it's now a 3D a 3D hanging lantern, light, whatever. And he did some stuff with the fireplace, like it looks, I don't know, still looks cool. I didn't mind the old one, but he made it look better. Yeah, Alexander said he knows what's up. He's constantly messing with his stuff, so it's cool. Constantly updating his stuff. See if we can find a place with some cool stuff to end this with. It still bumps a bit. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. We've all seen the new weapon racks, but I'm looking for something a bit more thrilling to look at. Like some of these houses, man, they look cool. They got all sorts of new stuff. She's got some new stuff. Not enough. Not enough new stuff for me. Like, check it out, man. And they've got this post-processing thing they got, but I'm not gonna try it until like it gets refined a bit and this new build comes out, because like I'm kind of taking a break with all these mods, you know, for a bit, just for a bit. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll just wait until the next build comes out and see what happens. I'm gonna wait for some feedback first before I try that. Because it's got reflective stuff, and I don't know if it's gonna mess with the, like, if it's gonna make the real-time reflections thing obsolete or what. I don't know. I just have to wait and see. Like, I'll let somebody else play test that stuff, because it's post-processing, so it's got like field of view and something where it makes the, like, it looks pretty cool actually. If you can just go through some of these things and click them off, That sounds cool, but apparently you have to download the current code, and I'm just that's out of my forte, so I'll just wait till the next live build. That looks cool. I mean, I don't care if the grass is clipping through, to be honest. It doesn't even bug me. Somebody was saying, can they get it to stop doing that? But it's gonna be kind of hard because the only way I think they could do that is if they replaced all the stuff, which this stuff is just taking the place of other stuff. So they're gonna have to put this somewhere where grass billboards don't normally show up. So you know, it'd be too much of a hassle. So I mean, from what I understand, Interkarma would have to get into it, mess with stuff, because he's the dude that's taking care of the core stuff, so yeah, I think it'd be a hassle. Nothing new. Oh, that looks cool. Not too shiny. Not too crispy. It's got some boxes up here. Guess this town is a poor town or something. It's just random. You go to certain places, they have it, so. This looks like a nice rich house. Let's check this place out. Got a wagon. Got a wagon out front. Oops. Wrong door, sucker. Come on. Wow, maybe not. Okay. There should be a place to go upstairs here, see? This is what I'm talking about. There's houses with all sorts of new shelves. They look freaking cool. So, I guess I'll end it here, because that's as good a place as any. Alright, so that's Distant Terrain, in effect, doing its thing. Looks cool, I like it. Hope you enjoyed this thing. Like, it's been out for a bit, but, I don't know. It's working better now, so. Like I said, I think the more you let this stuff do its thing, it just gets better. So, peace.